Let's take some time to understand how to generate worded insights onto the data model generated onto ThoughtSpot into the data workspace. And for that purpose, I, as a customer success manager, will be using the customer success model. It's a demo model that I have created using AI. And I will be using Convex AI, which is a spotter conversational feature. And just to kick off this, I'm assuming a scenario where I'm new to the system and I would like to understand this model to a much better way. So I'll start off with hi Spotter. I'll be treating Spotter as my friend. So Spotter is ready to answer my questions. So I am new to the customer success team. Can you help me understand this model? So once I've mentioned, though I have spelling errors over here, Spot is actually interpreting and understanding, and it's providing me the purpose that this data model can serve, what are the key use cases and relevant questions that it can answer. And we can start generating visuals on these. But if I want to actually get into more detailed analysis of this, because this is just providing the data purpose and the use cases, but I also want to understand the structure of the model or other analysis. So I'll go to research and I'll put in the same prompt and I will start getting inputs. So over here, the research capability has provided the chain of thoughts that Spotter will go through to answer this. So I'll just say yes, proceed. So once I say yes, proceed, it will start performing those analysis over here. So over here, we can see Spotter has generated visual to all the above chain of thoughts that it created over here. It created visual in form of a table over here. And it's also explaining those in a Q&A format over here. Apart from this, it's also generated a comprehensive report out of it, like, what this particular data model can help you with critical metrics, significance, KPIs, capturing and categorizing customer engagement. All of those information is over here. But I also want to understand the structure of this data model. What are the base tables involved in creation of this model? So, hello Spotter, can you help me with the base tables used to create this model and their relationships or cardinality to each other? Now, once I've put in this prompt, Spotter is actually getting into the weeds of it and providing more detailed analysis to me over here. So yeah, I mean, see, the Spotter has actually generated the insights. It's called out like all the client IDs and all of the case IDs, all of those information. But here is the comprehensive report on the structure. So primary entity is client ID, the central anchor, and then we have one is to many relationship between user and support, and then one is to many relationship and one is to many between client and support use cases. Cardinalities, it's providing all of those information over here. Then it's also providing the limitations and the gaps in this particular data model. It's kind of improving my data literacy on this particular model. Now, assuming a scenario, let's reset this. I want to even understand as a CSM two key KPIs as NPS and product adoption. So please help me understand the relation between NPS scores and product adoption. Now, once I've put in this, it's going to give me a lot of detailed analysis right over here. Again, as the previous prompt, it provided a chain of thought. So, yes, please proceed. So, it's proceeding to generate those visualizations. So now the analysis from Spotter is ready. What's the overall NPS score distribution amongst all the customers? It's provided all of those. How does feature adoption vary across NPS scores? And then it's even provided core function usage per month across various NPS scores, and then daily active users across various NPS score segments. It's done a detailed analysis right over here, and then it's provided the relationship between NPS scores and product adoption, which says that findings that feature a customer in higher NPS bracket exhibit a higher percentage of feature utilization. Implication: there's a positive association between customer satisfaction and breadth of feature adoption, suggesting that satisfied customers are more likely to explore and leverage the platform capabilities. Same way for core usage, daily active users. The segment with higher NPS scores also tends to have greatest number of daily active users. Then statistical correlation between NPS and adoption metrics. It demonstrates a quantifiable correlation, and there's an implication: as a customer adopts more features and engages more with the product, their NPS score generally rises, suggesting product value realization leads to a higher customer loyalty. So it's even providing all of those data gaps and limitations. So this is how actually the search research capability of Spotter is really helpful in generating worded insights and deep dive into the story that's been communicated by the data. Thank you.